all the things that I look back on doing when I was a kid. When I drove back from the gym the other day, I keep seeing like the kids coming home from school, and I'm just like, oh my god, nostalgia. Meanwhile, they're just like, why is that girl staring at us from her car? And I'm like, ooh. I remember all the things you would do to prep for school. You gotta get your shoes, you gotta get your do-it-tangs, and like your binders. So much money wasted on things that really made no difference. My do-it-tangs, those things are garbage. They held like 4 papers before coming apart. They had those evil pegs that you hurt your hands so bad on. Most of my times during elementary school were spent using my pencil case as like a bookmark maker. I would pour glue into this indented section and dry it and then peel it away, and I had like a glue bookmark, because that's how much time I had on my hands. Instead of learning about, you know, like Simcoe's tan, I was like, nah, I'm making glue bookmarks. Let's not use this thing right here. No brains today. I don't pay attention during things. It's so hard for me. And then like when the person looks at you like really deep in the eyes and they're just like, yeah, you need to know these things because when you get older, you'll just need to remember these things. And I'm like, you have really intense eye contact. I start looking at things on their face and then they're like, are you paying attention? I'm like, yeah. I'm so paying attention. And that just kept going throughout like high school. The only things that I excelled in high school were all the creative things like art and photography and sewing and singing, and I was just like, because they're natural talents that I don't really have to try at, which I felt bad for because there'd be people who would try so hard and they're like, oh my god, like how much time did you spend on that? And you're like, 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. And they're like, I spent like a month on mine. And I'm like, well, I hope you get an A. And they didn't. But you know, I commend you for your hard efforts with my Dumbledore clap. Yes. I am one of those people who I love like fall, like that crisp weather where you can wear layers and you still look fashionable without looking gross. Then you have the summer. I literally can't do anything. My hair is a mess because it grows into this big frizzy ball. And then I get so sweaty and I'm like, people can see me sweat. And when people see me sweat and I panic, I sweat more. It's just a horrible cycle of sweating profusely, and then I'm just standing there being like, you know what? Throw me in the water. I'm a friggin' beluga whale. Just let it happen. Wouldn't life without allergies be wonderful? I just want to breathe nicely. I want to breathe like the people do in the Vicks commercials, and they're like, that's exactly what I want to sound like. I want to sound like all the non-sick people in the Allegra commercials and the Claritin and the people who don't have to live with allergies. Wouldn't that life be great? I always have to wonder how people get allergies, like myself, who developed 1,000 allergies and sensitivities. Makes me question what's in the food, mainly because I don't like to question other things. I just like to blame life. I'm allergic to mangoes and pineapples and cherries and like all the delicious fruits of the tropical world. That's not fair. Do you know how many things are delicious that have mangoes and pineapple in them? Smoothies, juices, liqueurs. There's more. I'm just blanking. And I mean, it's not deathly, but like I get like my lips swell up and then I look like Kylie Jenner and I'm just like, these are my bathroom chats with Kimberly.